All right, guys. All right, here we go. If you're not on your feet, let's get there. When the world feels like it's shaking, when my heart feels like it's breaking, walking over waves can be hard to do. Take my hand, you're a hero, Jesus. You're the one who never leaves us. Whatever comes my way, I'm holding on to you. Here we go. You won't let go. You won't let go. I know I'm not alone in the fire. I know I'm not alone in the storm. You won't let go. You won't let go of me. When the world around me is changing, when my heart feels what I'm facing, standing in the flames can be hard to do. Take my hand, you're the hero, Jesus. You're the one who never leaves us. Whatever comes my way, I'm holding on to you. Here we go. You won't let go. You won't let go. I know I'm not alone in the fire. I know I'm not alone in the storm. You won't let go. You won't let go of me. Here we go. Let go of me. You won't let go. You won't let go. You won't let go. I know I'm not alone in the fire. I know I'm not alone in the storm. You won't let go. You won't let go of me.
All right, come on, kids. We're going to take this opportunity to worship Jesus. Lift your hands. Let's sing this together. I heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Come on, you guys are doing so good. Let's lift our hands. We're going to sing I've Seen Many. I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers only you can provide, 'cause you know just what we need before who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. Now, you're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are.
So last time we talked about the Father. I'm thinking today we talk about Jesus. Caleb. Hey, wake up. Caleb. Caleb!
Oh, ow.
Oh, hey man. You up?
What was that for?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm so glad to see you woke up on your own. Ready to start studying?
What's up, Awaken Kids? It's Miss Brindley. Shout out to my Salt Lake City kids. I'm so happy you're here. Today we are in our I Am series, and we'll be learning about God, specifically Jesus. So go ahead, stand up, and we're going to get ready to do our memory verse.
Hey friends, it's Mr. TJ. I'm back. I've missed you guys. We have a new memory verse today. Are you guys excited? Everyone say Exodus 14:14. Your turn. Exodus 14:14. I know our leaders are going to be giving you guys some prizes if you guys know that. So once again, it's Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. So let's see that in the dance form. Here we go. Mr. Beatbox, drop me that beat. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. Woo! I know you guys are ready. Hot and ready. That's what we do down here. Woo! Are you guys excited? I am. It's time for the steps. I know you're yelling right now. Yes, Mr. TJ, yes! Steps, here we go. So you're gonna be stepping with your left and pointing up with your fingers, all right? So it's gonna be the Lord. Yes? The Lord, and then you're going to jump and flex your guns. Here we go. The Lord will fight for you. Yes, do it from the top. Last time, here we go. The Lord will fight for you. After this, you only need to be still. You're gonna love this move. So you're gonna turn to your right, and be still. Your head goes down, and your arms go out. Yes, our Fortnite friends know what I'm talking about. This is for you. So anyway, we'll do it from the top. Here we go. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. I think Mr. TJ was tripping on his words, but it's okay. Let's try it again. Perfection. Excellence. That's what we do here in Awaken. Come on. Here we go. Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. I know you guys are ready. Here we go. Let's get our Sunday on the right foot. Nice. Here we go. Mr. Beatbox, drop me a beat. You guys ready? Here we go. Exodus 14:14 says, the Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. You need to only be still. Last time. Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. Woo! That is what I'm talking about. Solid, hot and heavy. That's what we do. Come on now. Practice, practice, practice. I'm so proud of you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Remember, this is Mr. TJ saying, you are revival. Come on.
What's up, Awaken Kids?
Awaken Kids. So last time we talked about the Father.
Yes.
He is all authority.
All authority. We actually have it on the board. All.
He's the standard.
Oh, yes.
He's
the
the standard.
Yeah, we talked about the
Ten
standard.
Commandments.
Ten Commandments.
Jesus.
Yes. And we bled
The
into
steps,
Jesus. And
the laws, the steps to
we're
God.
talking about Jesus this week.
Today we're talking about Jesus.
Yes.
J-E-S-U-S, his name is Jesus. Yeah, it's J-E-S-U-S, his name is Jesus.
All right, cool.
So what about Jesus can we talk about? Because the whole purpose of this whole series is to get to know God.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so we can get to know his names. There's a really cool word and thing I want to talk about called position. We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that.
And then I kind of want to talk about our favorite stories.
Ooh, I like that. But let's start with the names. So
Okay.
what names does Jesus go by in the Bible?
Ooh. The Messiah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Jesus.
Didn't we?
Emmanuel.
That's a good one.
Hey, Manuel.
The Prince of Peace from last week and my
Prince of
little
Peace?
when I was praying and he
The
showed up.
Peace thing?
Um,
He goes by Son of God. Also, Son of Man,
like Tarzan.
like Tarzan, but the original Tarzan.
Okay, cool.
Except
Dude,
we were the
bro, what if he
gorillas.
actually looked like that?
He might have,
What if Jesus was like
maybe.
really buff?
He had to be.
He was a carpenter.
He was a carpenter. Like that's
Yeah.
construction worker, but like
No
back
squirt
when-
cheese.
Yeah, he stayed away from the carbs. Well, actually not really. 'Cause
No, he had a-
Canadian.
And he had a lot
What
of
other names are there?
wine.
I know there's more.
There's gotta be more.
There's gotta be. He's the
Um,
door. I am the way. I am
oh,
the
you're
truth. I am the
right.
life.
In
Boom.
John.
All those.
All
things.
those things, right? So it's
So,
like
He goes by all these names.
Yeah.
So what do you mean when you talk about like position? Jesus #position.
Hashtag okay. So like you know how like for example, the Prince of Peace, that name, right?
Okay.
So a prince is technically a position of authority. Like you have your teachers, you have your parents, your coaches, your friends. Everybody has a
A
different
position in your life.
in your life. Yeah. So he
Makes
has
sense.
his own position. In fact, the best one is he's seated at the right hand of the Father, which is totally cool. Because I actually saw that in Psalms, and that was really awesome. So we might
And then
get
it's
to that later too.
reiterated in Ephesians.
In
It's one of
Ephesians.
my favorites.
It's all over the place.
It's a little
all
thing
over
we call
the place.
Buff Jesus. I'll get to it later.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
great.
Cool. Okay.
But so his position with humanity is he is what's between man and man, and then God up here. Jesus is that in between because he said in John 10:10 or John 10, I am the door. Nobody gets to the Father but through me.
Got
And so
it.
that's
got
his
it,
position.
Got it. So like on our board, remember when I circled the 10? So he basically fulfilled.
He fulfilled the 10
law.
commandments.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now it makes sense. So he fulfilled the law, which
That
was
we could
the
never do.
10 commandments, and then he simplified it into 2, which is
Love
God,
God,
love people.
And then that's our part to play.
So that's why we tell him thank you all the time in worship.
100%. Because remember, before Jesus, there was God, and then there was humanity, right? And the thing that was between God and humanity was sin, and sin created a barrier between the two. So man could never get to God, no matter how hard they tried, because sin was always in the way.
Come on!
Right? It won't work. But then Jesus became your sin, died on the cross, rose again, and then now it's no longer sin between them, but it's Jesus. And Jesus is like, oh, come on through, buddy.
Got it.
Boom.
Got it.
So, that being said, what are some of your favorite Jesus stories?
Oh, dude. All right.
You ever wondered like what your favorite stories about Jesus looked like in real life versus how like a lot of times people or the church like portrays them?
Yeah.
Have faith in God.
Like you ever thought about
Like
what Jesus was like when he interacted with his disciples?
that, dude. You think it was? I bet he was, because everybody says he's like really proper. and, like soft.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Like I just wanted to let you know that
Like
I
this.
love you.
Like this one. Brethren, my disciples, God be with you. God be with you.
And also with you, teacher.
Yes, of course.
Sensei.
Disciples, come with me as we teach the world about me. But what if
Dude, you know what my favorite was?
he was more like you and I are as friends with his disciples, and it was more like
like that.
What's up, baby?
Peter, my man.
Judas. Hey, you know I love you.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That. Hell. Okay. I'm not sure I like that one very much.
You don't?
No, it's like, I fool. Listen. What about, my favorite story. When he walked on water.
Oh yeah, cause a lot of people think like when Jesus walked on the water, it was like, you know, like.
He just like,
it's like walking,
floating.
floating on the water. Doesn't seem legit. What do you think it would have looked like? Moonwalk.
That man can dance. I mean,
Classic. Hey, Ethan.
Ethan.
Hey, come here. I need you to stand right here in this direct vicinity.
Right. Yes.
So we're talking about our favorite Jesus stories.
You need a space, Nina?
Yeah. Are you in?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're talking about our favorite Jesus stories. So, what stories of Jesus do you think would be comedic in the way that
Which ones are
actually
funny?
happened?
Which ones are funny?
Yeah,
Which
do you
ones
think
could
would be funny
be
in real
funny?
life?
In real life,
Yes.
I always loved how often Jesus
you have a way of
would
doing
try to
life,
hint to the
I have a way of
disciples
doing-
that he
all
was God,
Yeah.
and it just
No,
completely
so-
went over their heads every single time until evenally it got to the point where he
Yeah,
was straight
like,
up telling them,
see you before
I
I was
am
like,
God.
hey dad. because
The
my
Father
dad
and
was
I
on
are
the-
one,
So-
and they still didn't get it.
Classic
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was a pretty common thing.
Brilliant.
That's funny.
Yeah, I hate to be that oblivious.
Aren't you like?
Yeah.
Wait, we kind of are sometimes.
And then
Okay,
we'll shove
wait.
That one.
Your favorite?
My favorite? I think that's all I got.
No.
That is all.
That's all?
No,
Okay,
We'll
cool.
get you back later.
Yeah, sure.
But I thought you had a favorite.
I think that was my favorite.
No, your favorite.
Oh, dude, can you imagine Jesus flipping tables in the temple? Like,
Do you think he just like pushed him over? Or do you think he
because
like?
you know, a lot of times
like,
people are
just-
like,
2 for 1
People are
hats.
like-
Hats upset. Sir, I got some hat. I got a baseball player hat, but for fake baseball players. Fake one.
hey,
I
man.
got a pilgrim
Hey.
one for the hipsters.
Hey man,
Heart, you would you like a hat?
This is-
you look like a cowboy hat.
this
Right?
is the house of
Hat-
God.
Hey,
You can't.
Hey, hats.
You've turned into
Hats.
a den of thieves.
Hats.
not cool, man. Really upset.
Hats.
Like, oh, Jesus was so sweet and he was so kind and he was so loving and accepting and.
Well, yes. Yes, but
But that means he would like just like half-heartedly do it.
I figured he'd be like.
I think he'd come in Miley Cyrus like a wrecking
A
ball.
hat for it's not made for
I
skinny
came in
people
like a
heads like mine, but
wrecking
it works and
What kind of blasphemy is this? Ah! You turned my father's house into a den of thieves! Ah!
hats.
Great. So what do you say we jump to this board, start writing this stuff out?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
All right,
All right, cool.
let's get the board ready.
Bored.
How's it going?
Oh, that's pretty good.
What you drawing?
You want to see?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hold on.
I bet these guys want to see more than I do.
Ta-da!
Hey, that's Buff Jesus.
That is Buff Jesus. You are correct.
He looks like Aquaman.
Okay, we didn't have a brown marker.
Works for me. Okay,
cool.
so today we're talking about Jesus. We know this.
And last
Um,
week we talked about
Yeah, okay, so
that side of the board. Okay, so we talked about the standard, and so with the 10 Commandments, we're going to talk about Jesus because he was actually the thing or the person that was sent to fulfill the 10 Commandments,
all of the law.
all of the law, because to be honest, we can't.
No, I've
Right.
tried. It's not.
Doesn't
Does
work
not
out.
happen.
Okay, so we have, say for example, we have God.
Can you draw the 10 Commandments? You just did that the one time. It was really cool.
Oh, like the tablets?
Yeah, draw the tablets. He's gonna draw the tablets. Everybody. So again, these 10 Commandments are what God gave to the children of Israel so that they could live up to the standard. So these 10 Commandments were the standard of living. So he made these 10 Commandments with his finger, and then Moses broke them, and then he went back and made them again. And ironically, you can't really break the 10 Commandments since that first time, you really only succeed in breaking yourself against them.
Yep.
Hence, why we needed Jesus. So these 10 Commandments, remember, are like the steps that leaded, that's the steps that led to the standard of God. Now, how could any man get there? They couldn't.
Nope.
So that's why we needed this guy, also known as Buff Jesus.
Buff Jesus. Okay, so when he came along through the cross,
Through the cross.
So he bore all of our sin, he became the law, he fulfilled the law, which is
Because there was man and there was God,
yes.
right?
So there's
Man.
what the
That's a weird M.
M?
That's a man.
We're gonna try that again. Okay, so we have man and God over here.
Then
And
you
then-
had this nasty little splotch. That nasty little splotch, also known as bum 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 sin. So between God and man was this nasty little blotch called sin. And the only way for man to get to God was these 10 Commandments, so they had to travel through this stuff, meeting all 10 requirements, plus like a bunch of others in the
Yep.
Old Testament.
There's
and
like how many Jewish laws?
Like
300, 400?
a billion?
There's a lot.
Basically a
Because
billion.
they couldn't get it right.
Do not
So-
cook a goat in its mother's milk.
Yeah, really weird. Basically, all to say is this: God is a God of holiness. We'll introduce that word, holy. That's God. God is holy. We,
That is the standard.
through sin, become. Where's the red marker?
We become unholy.
Unholy.
Yeah.
Right. So holiness and unholiness cannot be in the same spot.
Nope.
Right. So that's why we got dropped. Is because we became
Unholy.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
Right. So through Jesus,
Buff Jesus.
he took all of our unholiness, became unholy. Yay! And through him we become holy.
Right.
Right.
So when Jesus died on the cross and then he went to the grave and then he rose again, it was no longer nice. It was no longer the nasty, icky, splotchy sin stuff. I might need your help on this one.
Okay.
It was no longer the nasty, icky, splotchy sin stuff that separated man and God, but it was from that point on, in this little section right here. Oh,
You want me to draw the cross?
You draw.
Okay.
You draw it.
You want me to draw red?
And it's gonna point to this guy. Right.
Right. So we'll go.
So it was no longer sin that separated man or God and man, but what stepped in the gap was a person whose name is I'm assuming that they said it. I'm just assuming.
Assuming.
Yes, Jesus. Jesus stepped in the gap between God and man and brought us all together. My feet would break the thing behind me.
I got it.
You got it?
Yes. Okay.
That's how I got the scar.
What?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, dang. Okay. So in Psalms 118, specifically.
Psalms
right here,
118.
Look. So 15 and 16. Read what it says.
It says, "They celebrate deliverance in the tents of the godly. The Lord's right hand conquers. The Lord's right hand gives victory, and the Lord's right hand conquers." Oh, again. I will not die, but I will live and I will proclaim that what the Lord has done. The Lord severely punished me, oh my gosh, but he did not hand me over to death. Open for me the gates of the just king's temple. I will enter through them and give thanks to the Lord.
Okay, so basically, that's written in
Said,
Psalms.
this is the Lord's gate.
This is the Lord's gate. So I'm gonna highlight some things in that. There's the Lord's gate.
Lord's gate.
The Lord's right hand.
Right hand.
Conquers.
Conquers.
Gives victory.
Victory.
Conquers again.
Conquers again.
Okay, and then it says, I will not die, but live.
I will not die.
Okay, so the writer of 118 is actually David.
David, King David?
King David.
Like David, like Bathsheba David?
Like Bathsheba
Like
David. Like
David and Goliath?
David and Goliath David. Okay, so that David just wrote a poem like
How sweet.
30 generations before Jesus ever showed up.
Wait,
And he wrote about Jesus.
he wrote about Jesus before Jesus was ever Jesus?
Yeah,
Or was Jesus before
before
David?
he was always there. But what David wrote was, the Lord's right hand conquers. And who's seated at the right hand of the Father?
Jesus.
So he
Because it says
conquered.
that in Ephesians, it says that he seated him at the right hand of the Father.
So what exactly did he conquer him, right? Because this is scripture says that the wages of sin is what?
Death.
Death.
I will live and I will
Not
die.
because the Lord's right hand conquers
Death. Holy buckets.
right? So basically, and we talked about this last week. Remember a little trial thing?
The little trial thing?
The trial.
The trial?
Yeah, where you're put on trial. You don't remember
Oh
that?
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
So
Crazy.
this guy right here, Jesus, buff Jesus,
Buff
coolest
Jesus.
guy ever, basically says, before the Lord, before the enemy, before you, before everybody in the world, and says, the wages of sin is death.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gotta die. It's true.
Who's gonna die?
He said,
I
I'll
gonna-
die.
Am I gonna die?
No, not for you,
gonna
not
die?
you, Christian. Listen. So a long time ago, the law was set because our God is what? No, look.
Our God
He's-
is holy.
Our God is holy, which means only holiness can be with him. And we are unholy with what?
Sin.
Sin. So what Jesus did is he took all of the sin from us and made us holy. And then
How?
he died. What do you mean?
Did he?
He chose to.
Where did all our sin go?
It died.
On the cross.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I remember.
So all you have to do is just remember
Jesus.
Jesus died for you, all of your sin, everything. He took that place and he took the position in hell for you because, you know.
Yeah.
And then he stood as the gateway, as the door, which is what it talked about
Right here.
in Psalms.
In
The
John
door,
10:10.
And John 10.
Or John
and
10.
in Ephesians. And so throughout the entire
Holy
Bible,
buckets.
through the whole Bible, there's us. And then there's God.
And the one person standing between us, who is our access point to God, is Jesus.
Buff Jesus.
Boom. I think next
God.
week we should talk about the gift that Jesus gave us, the Holy Spirit. And then we tie all of it together and we talk about,
Oh, yes. All of that right there.
oh yeah, if you've been in our Wednesday classes, you know what we're talking about. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, adieu.
Oh, bless you.
No, I was just bidding them adieu.
Oh, I get it. That's the good one. That's the good one. I like that one. I'm just gonna say bye. Bye.